The following program is seen statewide on California Public Television. Well, hello everybody. I'm Huell and we got a crowd here. Everybody wave. Here we are. There's always a crowd at this spot on the highway because look what we got right over here. This is one of the most spectacular views in the entire world. Welcome to Yosemite National Park. Now, I always get excited when I have any opportunity in the world to come to Yosemite, especially when we get to this place on the road because it's the first place we can pull over and kind of take a look out at this beautiful grand vista. That's Half Dome off in the distance. Now, we're only in Yosemite for a day, and we're going to spend the entire day down on the valley floor because we have heard that something very new and exciting is going on down there. We want to see it for ourselves, and as usual, you're invited to join us on this adventure. This adventure in Yosemite National Park. It's an understatement to say it, but this park is definitely one of California's golden parks.
I love you, California. You're the greatest state of all. I love you in the winter, summer, spring, and in the fall.
We have arrived on the valley floor, and I have hooked up with my old buddy Scott Getterman. Scott, we are in a very historic place, a very beautiful place, a place that's swarming with gnats and mosquitoes today. Tell everybody where we are and why all these gnats are around us.
Well, we're here in Yosemite Valley. We're actually in Cook's Meadow in the beautiful heart of Yosemite National Park. It's been a real wet spring, so a lot of the meadows that have just melted out in the last few weeks are real wet, and so it's attracted a lot of mosquitoes, but that's okay. It's all part of it.
They're supposed to be here. All right, now let's get oriented again. What are we looking at right over here?
Okay, we're looking up here at Half Dome and then going across up to the Sentinel Rocks and then looking to the west part of the valley toward El Capitan, and then we loop around and we see North Dome.
Boy.
Just absolutely beautiful. And we're here at 4,000 feet in Yosemite Valley, and we're looking at the cliffs that go up to 8,000 feet. And if we look real closely, we can still see there's a little bit of snow right on the top, which toward almost the middle of the summer is pretty amazing.
Yeah, and that brings to mind the question of all of these people, because they all have heard that this is a beautiful spring and summer in Yosemite. They're all here. Give us some figures on how many people visit Yosemite National Park. Oh my gosh, I'm covered. Look at this. Oh my gosh. I've got about 20 bites on my legs. No wonder you're wearing long pants. All right, my question was, how many people come here every year?
We get about 3.5 million visitors to Yosemite National Park. And although Yosemite Valley is less than 5% of the park, it's where 95% of the visitors go. And it's really known throughout the world as one of the most beautiful places, and so 3.5 million people come here from all over the world.
All right, and those are the statistics we were looking for. 3.5 million people a year come here, but of those 3.5 million, 95% of them stay right here on the valley floor. They never really explore the rest of Yosemite, do they?
That's correct. And what's interesting is that, of course, people come to Yosemite Valley to see Half Dome, El Capitan, some of the famous cliffs, but there's so much more to the park. There's the giant sequoias, there's Tuolumne Meadows. In fact, we have 3 groves of giant sequoias. We've got incredible hiking trails, but what's known throughout the world are some of the features here. As I mentioned, Half Dome, El Capitan, and a new one, or not really a new feature, but we've made a lot of big changes on one of the most famous, if not the most famous features of Yosemite National Park.
That's why we're here, to see that, because as beautiful as Half Dome is, look at it over there with the clouds behind it, framed by the trees with this lovely meadow in the foreground. Look where we're going over here. This is our destination, and you got lots of facts and figures on that. Don't tell us everything right now, but This is one of the most famous waterfalls in America, isn't it?
That's right, Huell. We're looking right up at Upper Yosemite Falls. This is the 5th highest waterfall in the entire world and the tallest waterfall in North America. It's what people from all over the world come to see. This is one of the most spectacular springs. People are saying over the last 20 years, it's the best it's ever been, and we look up and see it going at full strength.
It's pumping.
It's pumping.
And you say you haven't seen it like this in your career here.
In my years here, I've been working here for 9 years and have been visiting the park for literally my entire life and have never seen Yosemite Falls pump like this, and it's just an awesome sight.
All right, that's where we're going, and the thing, you know, we said that there was something new here on the valley floor, and that's right, that starts right over here, doesn't it? That's where we're gonna go, and I'm glad it doesn't start here because I gotta tell you, this is the worst. This is, you got any mosquito repellent on you?
I didn't think about it, Huell.
You're wearing long pants.
I know.
I'm wearing shorts.
I'm still getting bit.
All right, let's take one more look at Half Dome. It's always hard to leave Half Dome, especially on a day like this. It is just absolutely wonderful. But we are getting ready to cut across all this traffic here, and we're heading for Yosemite Falls right over there.
All right, let's go.
Okay, here's some of those 3.5 million people who visit the park every year. Traffic jams everywhere, but they're all here for the right reasons. And now you are taking us to this place, this new place in Yosemite. Has it ever been here before, or is this just a new improved version of it?
This is the Lower Yosemite Falls, and this is a landmark project that we've just completed. We've got a brand new trail that's accessible to folks in wheelchairs and that can't walk that well, that can go around for a mile. We've got a new viewing platform, we've got some new bridges, and we've really fixed up this area. Of those 3.5 million people, about 3 million people a year come here. This is the most visited place in Yosemite Valley.
This spot right here.
So we're real proud of it, and we're just about to start on the trail, and we're at a place called the Hutchings Cut. And one thing that if we look back across the meadow over at Sentinel Bridge, this is where one of the early settlers to Yosemite, James Hutchings, actually had a hotel. And he actually cut the trees. We call this Hutchings Cut because one of the things, it was called the Sentinel Hotel, that he used to like to advertise was that you could stay at his hotel and look up at the falls.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go and we're gonna embark on what we call the eastern side of the trail. And this is the handicap accessible side of the trail. And it's a great spot, and we'll be able to see a lot of the work. And we're real proud of the new improvements here at the falls.
Now, how did these improvements come about? How did this get started?
The Yosemite Falls area had really just been hammered over the years. We had a bus parking lot. People would come here. The trails got worn down. There was litter. The restroom wasn't big enough. So the Yosemite Fund, a private nonprofit fundraising group, raised $11 million of private money for this project, about $2.5 million of government money. They got together, and we've been working on this project for 10 years and just finished it.
This project right here.
This project right here.
Why did it take so long?
Well, it took so long in the planning stages, and then to raise, of course, raising $11 million.
Yeah.
This came from a lot of Yosemite supporters, people, of course, that have been coming here for years. They raised it in $5, $10, $20 increments.
Boy, look at this. Just looking out over here. This is spectacular right here. Just looking across the meadow and up at the mountain there.
Anywhere you turn. So what we wanted to do was, it used to be on the Western Trail, people would walk up, look at the falls, and turn around. It was basically a photo opportunity. So we thought, you know, for people that are just in the park for an afternoon, this was an opportunity for them to be able to take a walk and have much more of a park experience. We didn't want it just to be people go up, take a photo and leave. We wanted them to be able to linger a little bit. We see a family up here that's looking at some of the, what we call the braided streams.
So
they're enjoying it.
This gives people, this gives families, even though they're just here for a few hours in the park, an opportunity to really get into the nature part of the park, to get out of the buses, to get off the asphalt parking lots. And even in just this little, what is this, a mile, half a mile?
It's the whole trail is just under a mile. And exactly, and we thought that for people that, especially on the tour buses, that are just here for an afternoon, rather than going up and taking a photo, they could have a walk, they could see the ecosystem, the wildlife are in the area, we have some native plants.
Look at this, boy, the water is running this spring, isn't it?
Exactly.
Now,
so
what is this water? Where is this water? Is this coming from the snow melt?
This is coming from the snow melt. This is Yosemite Creek. Yosemite Creek is the tributary that feeds Yosemite Falls. Yosemite Creek is fed by snowmelt. In fact, this High Sierra snowpack this year was 180% of normal, meaning almost twice the amount of a normal year was flowing, and now we're enjoying the rewards of a long, wet winter. And this is one of the braided streams that we'll see.
And
this
look
is coming
at
down.
this, just looking up. Oh my gosh. And here comes some more of those 3.5 million right here. Now they could have just gotten off a tour bus.
They could have just gotten off and
they're already just right off the road. I mean, you know, our camera's been running the whole time, so this close to the road.
Exactly.
And they're in the middle of a Yosemite experience.
And isn't that's so neat? And that's one of the great things about this project is that people are here and you don't feel like you're just off of the road. We're not hearing any cars. We're hearing Yosemite Creek. We're hearing the sounds of nature, and that's why we're so proud of this project. And the visitors, the proof is in the pudding, and it's the visitors that are enjoying it, and we're hearing nothing but good things.
There he is. He's having fun up on the log. Is this your husband over here? So he's having fun out in the wild, isn't he?
It's a big boy.
Where are you all from?
From Germany, Berlin.
Oh, well, welcome to California.
Thank you.
And look at this view over here. You're looking right up at Half Dome. And we got father and son from Germany having a ball on the trail. Welcome to Yosemite, fellas. Boy, this is beautiful. And along the way, there's some, well, you're looking at the natural wonders of this trail, but there are also some historical places along the trail, aren't there?
Yes, here at the base of Yosemite Falls, the Miwok Indians, some of the Native Americans that lived here in the valley, had a village here that we want to respect. And also some of the early settlers, Hutchings, who we mentioned had a hotel, also had a sawmill. In fact, right over here, John Muir, the famous naturalist who is honored on our California State Quarter and is known as starting the Sierra Club, actually had a cabin right over here on Yosemite Creek.
Right here.
Right here. Of course, it's gone now, but right here is where John Muir had his cabin, and he worked in the sawmill, and he had famous visitors. Ralph Waldo Emerson came and visited him here, and John Muir made his home for a couple of years right here at the base of Yosemite Falls. And so one of the things we want to do with this project is talk about some of the history, because Yosemite Falls is really tied to the history of Yosemite National Park. And of course, people have been living in this valley for over 4,000 years.
Look at this nice little bridge right here.
Yeah, and this is one of the wonderful things about this is a bridge that's going over, and it protects the braided streams. So it's accessible so people can walk across it. And also it protects, this is a very sensitive environment. We've got aquatic habitat, we've got sensitive plants that grow here. So by having this bridge, it serves two purposes. It allows people to walk across and enjoy the beautiful braided streams, and also protects the stream habitat. So we're real happy. In fact, we can see a father with his little one.
Hey, hey.
And this Huell is exactly what you see. This jogging stroller right here.
Yeah.
And you see this little girl here, and so.
Now see, before this was here, they wouldn't have been able to do this.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Howdy. How you doing? Boy, this is nice right here.
This is a great example of what's called the dry stone masonry. The Yosemite Trail crew labored on this for over 2 years. There's no mortar, no anything that really keeps these rocks together. Our trail crew, the men and women, are tremendously skilled, and they took these rocks from around the park and they placed them here and placed these boulders, and it goes all the way
along
up.
the trail.
And they just did an amazing job.
And they did it the old-fashioned way.
They did it the old.
Did they have to go somewhere? Did someone have to teach them? Because this is almost I would think almost a lost art.
It's an art that people come from all over the world to learn about our trail crew, but it's just kind of handed down, and they have to have special skills and eyes to be able to take these rocks. You can see this, place them together.
Yeah.
And they built this, and I came out here and they spent hours and hours just looking at the rocks and placing them and knowing that this trail is going to be here for 100, 200 years, maybe longer. And I think it's just a great, you can see a culvert for drainage in there, and they just did an amazing job.
Hats off to the Yosemite Trails crew. We got a wheelchair here, so this is what it's all about. It's wheelchair accessible.
That's right, it is. And we're from Washington. We came with Sunny, our daughter, and we're enjoying the beauty of this place.
And you're heading for Yosemite Falls.
We are.
All right, we'll catch up with you in just a minute. Are you having fun?
Yes, I am.
Absolutely. We'll be right there to join you in a minute. You all have just come from the falls.
Yes, sir.
Get us excited about it, because we can hear them off in the distance.
Very full, very windy, and very wet.
Very wet.
Very wet, and lots of fun.
Are you saying we're going to get wet?
You're going to get wet.
Did you girls get wet at the falls?
Yes.
But was it fun?
Yes.
All right, we're on our way.
Enjoy yourself.
We are. Come on, Scott. You're falling behind.
I know, Huell. I'm just enjoying the scenery. So.
Did y'all have fun at the falls?
You know what? Look at my hair. It's exactly how I wanted it to be.
See, she got wet.
I did. I did.
We loved it.
We loved it. We're from St. Louis.
Chicago.
And they're very shy.
And we're very shy.
We are walking across the bridge, which is packed with people. And I guess this is par for the course too, isn't it, Scott?
It is. People are here at the viewing area at the lower falls. We're getting a little misty.
Getting a little wet here because look what's ahead of us here.
Having a great time. We see some folks, probably not the safest thing for them to be doing.
They're going all the way up on the rocks in there.
That's not something we recommend. It's very wet and slippery, but people want to get up and see the falls, but we're looking at the lower falls up close.
Look at this, and we're just seeing the lower falls right here.
That's right.
There's still the middle falls and those huge upper falls.
Yeah.
How high are the lower falls?
This is about 700 feet or so here, right in the lower falls. And then it goes right up to the middle cascade. So really just the lower third, but we can feel that the power of the falls, we can hear it. And this is truly the force of nature.
And look at all these people here who are all part of this Yosemite Falls experience. And the whole fun of it is to walk across the bridge. Look at the river over here. This is water coming directly off of the falls. Now is this unusual to see it this strong? This much water flowing?
It's very unusual to see this much water flowing, and not only that, to see it flowing as we're getting into July, into the summer months.
Yeah.
This is a heavy spring flow, and it's going like this, and it will go like this for a long time.
Look up here. We're
amazing.
trying not to get the camera wet because there's water everywhere, but look at the water pouring. Look over here, Cameron. The water pouring off the rocks down here at the bottom. That is just amazing, the power of this and the way it's misting up and going back up in the air is mist. And there are two guys over there. Now, they really shouldn't be over there, should they?
No,
look at that.
This is not something, people that come up here, we want people to see the falls, but the water is very cold, the rocks are slippery, and it's dangerous.
Look at them all over here on the right, Cameron, all up in the rocks here. They're all up back in here, walking all around. But you know what? You come here, you hike here, and this whole sense of adventure just kind of gets in your blood, doesn't it?
It sure does, and that's what's so exciting, to see people here, to see that people are coming and looking at the falls, people from all over the world.
Yeah.
This is a brand new viewing area. It affords the opportunity. There's probably a couple of hundred people here. We don't feel crowded. Everybody's enjoying themselves.
And that's Half Dome over there through the trees.
Half Dome right here.
So this is all new right here.
This is all new. We've fixed up the bridge. The trail is new. Where we're standing on this viewing area is new, and we've really, really fixed it up.
Did you get a good picture?
Yeah, I did.
It's hard to get a bad picture here.
I know,
isn't
this
it?
is amazing. This is really beautiful.
Have you ever been here before?
I've been here many times, but I haven't seen the falls flowing this,
No,
with
they're
that much
pumping
volume.
this spring.
Yeah, so it's great. I mean, it's the perfect time to come.
More power than I thought they would have.
Yeah, I've been, like I said, I've been here many times before, and this is a trickle by midsummer, but we're getting mist, we're getting all this rain. It's great. It's magnificent.
Yeah, this is a totally sensual, tactile experience standing here, isn't it?
It is.
You can feel the falls.
Yeah, and you're getting all extremes. You're getting the heat of the summer, but you come next to the falls and it feels like early spring.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
What are you looking at over here?
It's an incredible view.
What do you mean an incredible view? That's not an incredible view.
It's not, huh? It's the biggest one I've seen.
Mother, son,
Yes.
falls,
Yes.
Half Dome,
Absolutely.
Yosemite. It doesn't get any better than this.
Can't beat it. It's fantastic.
Now
we
see,
love it.
I was surprised by is it always this windy here?
It's pretty windy when you walk through here and the water's falling. You're going to get wet.
Yeah, so you've been here before. You're an old hand at
Love
this.
it. Absolutely.
But is this the first time you've been on this new trail?
It's the second time I've been on the new trail, and I love it. I came back just to do this trail today.
Really?
It's beautiful here.
What
yeah.
about the trail? We just walked on it.
It's just really easy, and now that I have a little guy with the stroller, it's so easy to get here, and it's something spectacular to see in a very short distance.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, so it all works, doesn't it?
It all works. Yes,
and
it
you
does.
just stand here,
And get
and
wet.
the wind is just blowing on us. And it's just the energy and the power and the sun.
You really feel it. You really enjoy. You have to enjoy it. It's great. It's
Yeah.
Mother Nature at work.
We just got a blast of water, didn't we, girls?
Yeah!
So see, that's part of it. You never know when the wind is going to switch.
Yeah!
And you're going to get the water. Scott, we just got blasted by the water.
It's just amazing here. Just the wind will kick it up, especially in the afternoon. So
Wow.
feels good though, doesn't it?
Yeah, and you know what? Look how much fun they're having. Everybody having fun? Yeah! Boy, I feel like we're in a monsoon here.
It is a wet one.
This is amazing.
It's a big year.
It's beautiful.
Did you have any idea it was going to be this windy and this?
We've
Well-
been here before, but it's never been like this.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Well, this is the year to be here.
Yeah, all the
Exactly.
water and snow
All
we
the
had.
snow brought all of this. You having fun?
Yeah, it's really good.
And look at the water here and the wind and look up. Oh my gosh, you never get tired of looking at this. Two wind-blown ladies right here on the bridge. What's it like, ladies? Explain to everybody at home who can't be here what this experience is like at Yosemite Falls.
You have to be here. It's absolutely beautiful, but wet and windy. And a little cold.
Is that all you can say?
We love it.
Yeah.
Can we say hi to our dad? We have to sneak it in. Hi, Dad.
We're ending up with a group of people you are from?
Los Angeles?
Los Angeles, and you brought one of your friends from Arkansas.
Right, yeah.
They don't have anything like this in Arkansas, do they?
No.
No, not anything even close. That's why you brought him here, isn't it?
Right. That's the reason why I brought him here, to see these natural locations and, natural views here. So we are actually from India, but, we have a lot of places like this in India. Not exactly like this, but okay.
Well, you're in California now.
Yeah, yeah.
This belongs to all of us.
Yeah. Right.
And this is just absolutely spectacular, Scott. I don't know what I expected, but this has surpassed. We came here on a good year.
You sure did, Huell. It's a great place. It's great to see all these people having fun, and we invite everybody to come up here to Yosemite National Park.
Yeah, here are people from Long Beach. Give us a wave. The whole family from Long Beach. We're all standing here getting wet. We all got here on this wonderful trail called the
Lower Yosemite Falls Trail.
And that's what's new here on the valley floor.
That's right, and it was brought to us by the Yosemite Fund and the National Park Service. We worked together for this great project for people from all over the world to enjoy.
And now when those 3.5 million people from all over the world come to Yosemite, and the 95% of them who stay just right here on the valley floor have this wonderful new experience, this 1 mile loop of a trail that brings them here to the lower falls and gives them this wonderful experience.
That's right, and we're so excited about it. And for those folks who have never been here or haven't been here for a while, come and check it out. We're real proud of it, and I think it shows.
It's just getting better here at Yosemite. Yosemite National Park, definitely one of California's golden parks. Let's step out of the way and take a look up here as the shadow is kind of moving in on the falls now. But this magnificent lower Yosemite Falls, right here in the heart of Yosemite National Park. This beautiful, beautiful place. We've had an absolutely spectacular day. Well, hello everybody, I'm Huell Hauser, and you know it doesn't get any more beautiful than this. This is quintessential California. And if you'd like to go on this Yosemite adventure again, share it with your family or friends, or perhaps donate a copy to your local school or library. It's available on video cassette and on DVD. All you have to do is call 1-800-266-5727, and we'll be glad to send it to you right away.